Hi, this is Christina, and I realize I start every single vlog the same way, so you don't have to tell me. I just tried to catch my cat, but he scurried away because apparently he does not want to be in this particular video. So we will see. I did get a really sizable haul, so I should probably not talk about my cat for 5 minutes. You know, like, that's totally not normal to do, right? So the first thing is I got a couple of books I'm super excited about from Macmillan Kids. The first one is Tumble and Fall by Alexander Coates. Names, man, they are tricky and they are out to get me, and I can't, right? Anyways, I love this cover, and I know it's a terrible reason to want something, but please be good. Please be good. There's an oncoming disaster. Disaster sounds good, but it could also be a disaster itself and be like super ironic, but unintentionally. So yeah, I'm hoping it will be beautiful because it comes out 3 days before my birthday. So it's like a present for me. The author intended it that way, I'm sure. And also coming out 3 days before my birthday is This Song Will Save Your Life by Layla Sales, which I have heard I will probably like, and I hope that I do. Lenore Appelhant's already read it, and she said it was amazing and that I would like it because it's super depressing. So, exciting! Okay, it's hard to multitask and like play with your cat and do book hauls. Alright, and then I got an unsolicited hardback. Or did I solicit it? If I did, it was years and years ago, and by years I mean months, but come on, in the book world. Reboot by Amy Chintera, and it's a pretty hardback. I'd actually just accepted the audio for review though, so I'm going to at least try the audio, but if I don't like it, I can switch formats. So, also, I got a big ol' shipment of gifts from Lenore Appelhant, who blogs as Presenting Lenore, and also wrote a book called, well, it was called Level 2, and now it's called The Memory of After, I believe. I get the new titles confused. And then there's a sequel coming in 2014, I think. Zits Chillax is the first one that I got, by Jerry Scott, illustrated by Jim Borgman. Oh, it is a novel. Cool. I love the comic book Zits, so I'm really curious to check this out, and it's probably a fast read. Openly Straight by Bill Konigsberg. About LGBT stuff. Like, immediately I want to read it. Like, that's all I really need to know. The Distance Between Us by Casey West, which she said was really good, and also she sent to me because I was begging. Because this is one of my most desired reads ever since the moment I read Pivot Point, and the cover is awesome too, so that doesn't hurt anything. She also sent me Silo by DJ McHale. Oh, it is called The Memory of After. Thank you, helpful bookmarks. She's doing her little fish face thing, but yeah. Silo, which, again, I hope is good. I keep falling for the stupid dystopian and post-apocalyptic plots, and a lot of them are terrible, but when they're good, they're really good, but so few and far between, and anyways, please be good. This was the week of bloggers being awesome, by which I mean it was like every week, because bloggers are pretty much always awesome. But book bloggers are so sweet, and so if you talk to them about how you are frustrated about not getting the books that you really want, they might be like, oh, I got that book and I already read it and don't need to keep it, or I got that book and I don't want it, and they will give it to you, and you will hug them, and it is the best. Well, I'll hug them at BEA anyway. Anyway, so I got Tarnish by Catherine Longshore. I really liked Guilt, and I'm excited for more history and scandal all bound up in one, and I got this from April of Good Books and Good Wine, who is made of awesome sauce. I'm sure that if you know who I am, you know who April is, but if you don't, you should totally be following her blog, because she is off the chain. I'm unable to talk in slang at the moment, but she is awesome. She's the best. Also awesome is Jamie of the Perpetual Page Turner / The Broken the Bookish, and she sent me Darkness Strange and Lovely by Susan Dennard, which I have been so excited for because I really liked Something Strange and Deadly, and I want some more. So thank you, Jamie. You're the sweetest. I also got 2 books from Kara. I said it right the first time, of Great Imaginations. The first one was Babe in Boyland, and we'd sort of arranged a trade. Although, really, I don't mind sending her things without things in trade. But if she offers, I'm going to be like, well, yeah, I want books, because hello, have you met me? Anyway, and she threw in a surprise, which is Black Helicopters by Blythe Woolston. And I do wonder, did you read this because it's super short and then send it? Or was it terrible and then you were like, oh, she'll be like, yay! And then it'll be terrible and you'll laugh. An evil laugh. These are the things that I wonder. I could have looked on Goodreads, but I didn't yet because I'm lazy. So... But I hope it's that it was good, but she didn't want to keep it, so she passed it on to me to enjoy. I'm going to assume that Kara's not that evil. Might be a false assumption. I also got one more gift from a blogger, and this one is from Audrey of Bibliosaurus Text, and she sent me her copy of The Rhythmatist by Brandon Sanderson. This one just came out. Oh, I forgot to bring Parallel upstairs. Lenore also gave me Parallel by Lauren Miller. That one and this one, their their publication dates have passed, so I can't like fit them into my ARC schedule. So if someone wanted to put those into Sadie Hawkins Sunday, I wouldn't be angry or anything about that. Just saying. Please. Okay. And then I bought a bunch of books. I was very terrible. I don't need to be spending money on books I won't necessarily have time to read anytime soon, but they're books, and I can't resist them. They are too pretty and too shiny, and I need them all in my life, and so this happened. I bought a copy of Shadows on the Moon by Zoe Marriott with the pretty UK cover, because I just don't like the US cover as much. It's so pretty. Anyways, I've already read this, and I love it, and it's fucking amazing. So if you like fairy tale retellings or like super, super fucking dark stories, then you should read it. I also bought the Mistborn trilogy in a little box set because I read Mistborn, and oh my god, it was fucking amazing and had all of the feels, and I love it, and gave it one of my rare 5-star reviews. And so it's a trilogy, and then there are some more books, including The Alloy of Law, which is it's set in the same world, but it's like 300 years later apparently. So I'm gonna read these 3, and then I'm gonna wait because this might have more books like connected to it, and I would have to remember the characters and stuff, and I'm not good at that. Anyways, this might be Ellen's, and he's my new book boyfriend, so I'm super excited. Also, Mistborn was the short one, and it was like 700 pages, so holla, epic fantasy. I'm so excited about this. Like, you guys don't even know. Officially, the next 2 weren't even put in Sadie Hawkins, but I am counting them because if you make me start a good series and then I don't get to finish it, that is sad. So, also, and I bought one more, and that's because this book has gotten 5-star reviews from pretty much everybody that I know, and it looks amazing. And that is Golden by Jessie Kirby. I also loved Her Moon Glass, so I'm going to assume that this one is even better. Also, it's all shiny and gold on the flap. You can hardly see it. That's how shiny it is. So I'm very excited about Golden. I did make someone put that in Sadie Hawkins for me, so hopefully I will get to that within the next year. What can I say? That's what my reading life is like. Anyways, I am pretty much just going to roll around in these books and their awesomeness. And that has been 9 minutes, and I'm sorry there was no cat, but you know how cats are, they cannot be controlled. Alright, peace out guys, love ya.